Right, okay, so we just finished, literally, welcome to Undisputed Podcast. We just finished the KSI versus Swarmz / Pineda, whatever the fuck says his name, the Fight Corp. Now, that was fucking great. Very, very entertaining. Let's go through the fights and say our thoughts now. What was the first fight? The first fight was...
KSI versus Swarmz.
Yeah, KSI versus Swarmz. What do we think?
See, to be honest, that fight I thought was really good. But of course, because he was fighting a fucking rapper, so you know.
Yeah.
So I thought it was really good. But
I think it's just the fact KSI just took his time with him and played with him a little bit, and then...
yeah, you said that he should have fucking just whacked him.
Yeah, no, he should have just finished him. But, like, it was funny, because see the part whenever Swarmz went to run, and he tripped over his own foot and fell on his knee. I was like, JJ, you could not let this man go the distance. I was like, please. I was like, he tripped himself. He almost knocked himself out. So obviously they fought first. I don't think anybody actually thought Swarmz was going to win, did you?
No.
Yeah. I didn't think Swarmz would make past the first round, but JJ blessed him with that.
Sure, I said in the fucking prediction it would be the second, but I said it would be halfway through the second. It was like 10 seconds to the second. So it was. So he just knocked him in. So, that was really good.
Yeah. And then the second one was it Dean the Great or Sam Hyde one? Dean the Great. Dean the Great versus Evil Hero. That was a fight I thought was going to be competitive. That was one that I said Dean the Great has a lot of talent. He's the one that, you know, he did a backflip and he hit the canvas fucking hit it harder than his fucking opponent did.
Yes.
I didn't expect him to beat Evil Hero that easy.
I didn't expect him to do a fucking backflip.
Yeah, see, he didn't. Technically, he face planted, but like, I couldn't. He did a backflip. I'm like, oh, this is so good. He did a backflip. I'm like, you ruined it. You ruined it. But like, no. So obviously that was a good fight. To be fair, I didn't expect it to be over that quick, but it was. Next up, the daddy, the poppy, the salt poppy, our boy. I am not gonna lie. What?
Wasn't it Sam High?
Oh no, it was Sam High, but say to be honest, there's not much to say about that aside. It was just two big guys that went for it.
It looked like, honestly, that's what I was saying earlier, that it looked like, say you were playing like a fighting game, that you had to know all the combinations for it, but some dudes didn't know the combinations, so he just kept pressing the button, just a hit button.
The I Am Thompson guy just kept going, boom.
Yeah.
Boom, and to be fair, it was working. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. He just kept throwing it right. I'm like, you know what? It's working at the minute. So
to Thomas, it kind of it feels like the Big Show versus Greg Khali. Basically, it's just like
I mean, Sam Hyde did step. It was funny that wasn't Sam Hyde stepped over Rook, and I goes, oh wait, he got in like the Big Show, and Shay goes, I was about to say the Big Show, and Keemstar goes, who is he? The Big Show?
Yeah. That was epic too. Like,
no, but to be fair, that fight they just got in. They just went for it. Sam Hyde was like my pick to win. Like,
dude started speaking in the fucking Irish fucking accent.
See that part. He goes,
he's my translator.
He goes, I'm gonna kill him, and he goes in the ring in real life.
No, in real life. Fucking amazing.
So it was funny. That was it. See, that was one of those fights. Technical wise, a lot of like actual like proper boxing fans. Like I love actual boxing, but see people who hate YouTube boxing and love actual boxing look at that fight and be like, this is fucking shit. This is bad for the sport. Yeah. I can see it from both sides. I was like, it ain't professional boxing, but it was entertaining nonetheless. Yeah. It wasn't entertaining from a technical side, but it was entertaining just for the simple fact it was an absolute shit show. And I just went for it. You gotta rate it too.
I feel like it's like in the way of sort of boxing, you have to separate professional boxing from like YouTube boxing.
Yeah.
Or like influencer boxing.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's separate, so they're not the same thing, so they're not.
Exactly. But no, I was entertained, and then like I said, the daddy, the poppy, the salt poppy came in. Our boy, I thought he was going to completely outbox him and finish, win by decision. Sorry, man came out and just fucking steamrolled. No, what fucking thing he does? He did that over his head. That's what he did. He literally just came out and
he just went. He just fucking whacked him.
Yeah, 29 seconds.
No, but like it was the fact like he didn't go bang and then the guy went. And fell.
No, he went down and the guy fucking hit him.
No, but
when he went like that, but then as he went like that, he just can't fucking hit him. So
no, but like that's the point. Like whenever he hit him, the guy didn't just like wobble down. He punched him. The guy went stiff as a board and then just fell back. I couldn't believe it.
It was so.
That was one of the ones like I was hyped for. Like I couldn't fucking believe it.
Like bro, they rung the bell right, and then like literally I went down.
I blinked
time for like 2 seconds, and it was over.
Yep. I literally blinked and saw Poppy was getting his fucking hand raised.
Yeah.
I blinked and saw Poppy was moonwalking across the fucking ring.
It was so good.
Like I flogged behind the scenes. You're gonna see the reaction of all three of us. by the time this is out, either that video will be out in the Vlogs channel or will be out afterwards. You're going to see our reaction for the entire night, the behind the scenes. So if you want to see our actual reaction on the spot, you can watch that too. But like we were so fucking excited for it. It was so entertaining, and I was so happy to see Salt Poppy win. I want to see him in the ring again.
Like as I said earlier, like I saw him on TikTok literally today. Did not know that he was on the card because I hadn't looked at the card, and then just fucking saw him. And I was like, this would be so cool if he was in like the card on the fight, and he fucking was. And I was like, oh my god, epic! I want to see him win that. And he won in like 29 seconds.
By fucking victorious fashion.
Hell yeah. And he even got complimented too.
Yeah.
So
like he got complimented by a fucking professional boxer.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
something. You gotta take that. After that, it was Sensei versus Kenny.
Yeah.
Now, I want you to comment below. Who do you think won that fight? Because I like Kenny. I don't dislike Kenny. I like Kenny. But Sensei won 3 of those rounds. And I'm going to be nice and give 1 round to Kenny. But Sensei won 3 of those rounds. The funniest part actually was it just before the 4th round? Just before the 4th round, our food came and me and Shay went down the stairs, and so he'll pause it. I played it and I thought it was Sensei on the ground, it was Kenny. But it was after, obviously, he won. He was lying on the ground celebrating, like happy and all, and I thought that it was Sensei on the ground. I was like, oh no, we got knocked out. And then it turned out it went to decision, and I was like, wait, what? And then they gave it to Kenny.
Yeah.
One of the judges scored it 38-38, and I'm like, no. And then one of them scored it 38-37, and I was like, it wasn't a close fight. What the fuck are y'all talking about?
All he did was like punch him a couple of times in the last round.
Yeah, and Sensei won him like 2-3 times, at least 2, maybe a third.
And you heard everything that his coach was saying to him whenever he was sitting there in the corner, and he did none of it.
Yeah.
Whenever he fucking got up again.
Exactly.
Yeah. So like, how the fuck is that a win?
I don't know. Like I said, I like Kenny, but that is the 2nd time he has had a fight. He's lost. The other person has beat him convincingly and has been given the win. As I said, I like Kenny, but he did not win that fight. But to be fair, technical wise, it was a good technical fight. A lot of people will find it as a boring fight because Kenny didn't throw that much. But if you're a fan of actual boxing and you look at it as the technique side and the actual skill side, it was a very entertaining fight.
Yeah.
Shay didn't give a fuck. You were literally like, I don't care, I want my food. I was invested. I was at least invested until the end, and I'm like, fuck y'all, I want my food.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I was invested after my food came. Yeah.
I mean, that's
You were just looking out the window.
Yeah, I
was
spent the whole fight looking out the window for fuck's sake.
Yeah, you were looking out the window. I was leaning over my chair, like, come on, Sensei.
Like, do you know what was so bad?
I was like, come on,
There's a house across the street, right? Had the lights on and everything, and saw me looking out the window, then stood up to look out his window at me, and then fucking turned off his damn lights, and I'm like, okay, I'm not some type of like looky-loo here. I'm just waiting for fucking food, bro. You know, I gotta get my pizza and chips into me, you know.
Yeah.
So,
next up after that, what was it? Boys? Deji versus Fusi.
yes.
Deji versus Fusi.
Oh
I literally
my
give
God.
my prediction, and I said I think Deji. I was right though. I was actually right in this statement. I said I don't think it matters because I don't think Fusi will perform much skill. I said this in my prediction video. I said I think Deji chooses whether he wins that fight or not. If Deji gets punched by Fusi and continues coming forward, he will outbox Fusi and win. If he gets punched and says, "Oh fuck, what have I got myself into?" Fusi beats him by decision. He got punched. He continued going. He completely outboxed him because he's a better boxer.
Yeah.
He fucked Fusi up. He didn't beat him by decision. He fucked him up for 3 rounds and then said, "See you, bitch. Sit down." How many times did he knock him down? Twice.
Okay, a couple of
I
times.
think he knocked him down twice. Obviously, Fusi's left eye was just swollen.
It was
Like,
mad though. It
Even-
was amazing. Like, but he kept hitting that, and I told him to keep hitting that,
Yeah, no,
and
that-
he listened to me
good.
through the TV.
Desi was just in the ring. He's like, "Oh yes, random person in Northern Ireland that I don't even know. I will listen to you."
Hell yeah. Some random white guy with long ass hair.
And then he just went for him. But like, I was such an entertaining fight. Like, I did not think Deji was going to beat him. Like, if Deji was going to beat him, I did not think Deji was going to beat him by knockout.
Yeah.
I thought the best Deji would do is TKO, man. Knocked him the fuck out.
It was actually pretty good. See, to be honest, on a side note of that, right?
What?
See what Fushi said afterwards? Rate that.
Yeah.
What part?
The part whenever he was talking about how basically he was talking about mental health.
Oh yeah.
So I rate that shit because that's really important. So, respect for saying that shit.
So that's what I said. Like, it was so funny because during the I don't know if I recorded any of this, but during the fight, I was being very verbally abusive towards Fusi. I'm basically saying
both of them.
yes, but Deji was like constructive criticism. Fusi, I was basically saying, fuck you, Fusi, I want you to get knocked the fuck out. Deji, whenever he did something wrong, I was like, see, you stupid cunt, do this. But it's like, say I watch LeBron James play.
Yeah.
See if LeBron takes an easy shot and misses, you'll see me there and go, what the fuck are you doing, you stupid prick?
Yeah,
I'm just that
like
person. I'm just that person that when I support you and you fuck up, I'm going to roast you. Like, I'm not going to be like, oh no, you'll get it next time. I'm going to be like, why the fuck didn't you make that? Why didn't you do this? I'm going to be that person.
No, like, it's okay, take a sip of water and go play some game.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck your Gatorade. But like, I'm not that person, so I was saying on my Deji, I was like, fucking go for him. And then Fusi, I was like, fuck you, Fusi, I hope you get knocked out.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I don't hate Fusi, by the way, guys. I actually like Fusi.
Yeah, and then
it's just when he's fighting Deji, I want Deji to fucking flatline him.
You also say, fuck your Gatorade and drink some Prime.
Exactly.
Drink Prime, even though we've never tried it yet because it's not over here.
Yeah.
I want to try it.
I need to order a box of it and just try it.
I need to drink all of them, but see Prime Cold, I think that'll be decent as fuck.
Is that the, which one's it?
No, just Prime.
Oh, I thought you meant like the new one.
No, it's
The
just
one,
cold
the two
temperature.
I want is the blue raspberry and the, is it the new one, tropical, is it? The red, white and blue?
I want the orange bottle. Because
The one I think I wouldn't
Mark
like is
drank
red.
that and he says, ooh, that's good. I was like, yeah.
It's the way he said it too. Yeah, so Deji versus Fusi, obviously Deji won in
Good.
amazing fucking fashion.
First one.
I couldn't fucking believe it. Been waiting 4 years and it finally happened. So happy, like thank God. And he did. Not only did he win, he won in the way no one expected, and he actually did shock the world.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I just realised KSI broke the curse. KSI made a video and said, I'm gonna shock the world, and he did. He actually broke the curse. So see everybody who's gonna fight, see if you're ever gonna fight two people in one night, just say I'm gonna shock the world.
Or never say it whenever you're feeling like
Maybe KSI is just allowed to say it because it's KSI.
Yeah.
Because he can't lose. It's a documentary literally called Can't Lose.
That's it, rigged. It's just alright.
It
You'll
is.
hear that online.
It is rigged. But yeah, no, so obviously Deji won that, very happy. Slim versus Temper.
Ooh, really
That was good.
Obviously, you were,
really good.
you
I was
were
on
on
Team
Slim's
Slim,
side. You were on Team Slim, I was on Team Temper.
I wasn't on
You
it.
said you thought Temper was going to win on decision though, before the
Yeah.
fight. Before the fight, I said I think it's going to be a good fight, but I think Temper's going to edge it and win on decision. And then it just got underway. And for some reason, well, I don't even think it's for some reason, Temper just got sloppy. But I don't think, this is where I'm going to give credit to Slim, I don't think Temper got sloppy because he can't box. I think it's the fact that Slim was doing so good at putting the pressure on Temper, but also keeping range that Temper could not do anything. Because like Slim was getting in his face, hitting him, but also backing out and using his jab. So no matter what Temper did, whether it was close or far, Slim was beating him. So I don't think it was the fact that Temper fought bad. I think the fact that Slim just did that fucking well. Like, fair play. Slim just came in and goes, fuck you. I'll fuck you up.
Yeah, there's like strategy-wise, I remember, but I feel like it was Slim and everything had like the better strategy. I remember where I was like, I feel like Temper, like because like bringing all like Slim's walkout entrance. Yeah, I thought right, like as soon as I heard that, I saw it, I was like, I'm on Team Slim, but what is he?
Yeah.
What is that all?
That's just a fucking meme, bro.
Like is he? Like I thought, okay, like he's just maybe taking bits there, and then like is it like Temper came out, he's started like all serious, all business there. I mean, then like as soon as like the match went underway, I was there like, oh shit, like it's like
I was so disappointed. See when Slim came out like that and Temper came out serious, I was like, come on Temper, I'll come out to like Footloose or some shit.
Do you know what I was sitting there thinking? Do you know what Slim reminded me of? Right? Y'all ever watch like EastEnders?
No.
Okay, well my mum watches EastEnders.
Okay.
And I watch it sometimes too.
Right.
Dude had the fucking Sharn eyes from EastEnders. Sharn is a woman in EastEnders, right? And anytime she looks, she's an actress, right? But anytime she looks at you or looks at anyone and it's like in a serious like thing and it zooms in her face, her eyes are just always like this. There's always just fucking wide as hell. So
Slim had the fucking eyes. Have you ever seen that skeleton thing? There's a wee thing at the back, and as you press it, the eyes pop out. That was Slim. Like, see whenever he was looking. See whenever you missed the fucking face off whenever they were standing in the ring because you were obviously standing at the window. Yeah. But it's like whenever all of them were facing off, Temper was just looking at him, and Slim was. The thing is, Slim wasn't widening his eyes. They're just Slim's eyes, and he was just. I can't though. Slim actually looks like a worm.
See to be fair, he got him fucking great.
Oh yeah, no, he fucked him up.
Fucking wacky.
The fact that I thought it was going to be a competitive fight, Slim won the first round. Temper started doing a little bit, and then as soon as Slim realised that Temper was starting to do something, he just came back and fucked him up.
Yeah.
Like, I did not expect... I thought that if Slim wins, he wins by decision. I didn't think either of them were knocking each other out, but that's boxing. It's the best part about boxing. Anything can happen. And Slim ended up knocking him clean fucking out. Temper's eyes basically rolled into the back of his goddamn head.
Temper's eyes did the Slim eyes.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, you saw that shit, that was fucked. So was Mando.
It was fucking insane. And then...
He just went down, like, it was crazy as fuck.
It's the fact, like, fair enough, he got up.
Yeah.
But it's not like he fell to a knee and then fell over. Like, he just flopped down.
Yeah, it was...
I think it was one of those knockdowns that, like, he was able to get back up. But sure, see, whenever he got back up and the ref goes, come here.
Yeah.
The ref was here and he goes, come here to me. Temper ended up over here. Temper went to walk to him and just stumbled to the side. And I even thought to myself, I was like, I want Temper to win, yes. But do not let him continue to fight, because your job is to protect the fighters. He's done.
Yeah.
If you put him in there, Slim is actually going to put this man into a coma.
Yeah.
That's just the way it is. So, fucking fair play to Slim. And then lastly, obviously, the main event. KSI versus Pineda. That guy.
Pineda.
Yeah, him.
Luis.
Pineda?
Luis Pineda.
Yeah, him.
Yeah.
Him.
Yeah.
The fucking my head guy.
Does it matter about his name?
the fucking my head guy.
Yeah, the on my head. The footballer, bro. The footballer.
He should stop boxing and he should start fucking racing Usain Bolt, because he was on his fucking bike running around. He could run those distances like.
So I don't really think what matters his name is, because he's going to be a meme for like 3 weeks and then he's just going to drop off his earth and then boxing again.
Like, to be honest, I feel like he'll probably will still like fight everything, but basically, I don't think it'll be as big as it would have what tonight was.
Yeah.
I feel like
No,
I think he's.
See, it's
It will never be as big as tonight. Like,
Yeah.
so first off, you had a chance to fight a YouTuber on the biggest platform that you're ever gonna get,
For the millions.
and you lost.
Yeah.
He had a fucking
You're not-
golden opportunity.
Like, you're not gonna beat guys that are like 11-0. You're alright. What was he, 2-5? Nice, 2-6, 2-4, 2-5, whatever the fuck. Now he's like 2-5, 2-6.
But that's the thing as well, like, he had a golden ass opportunity, and he's labelled as a fucking pro boxer, and yes, but he needs to realise that it's not pro boxing, so it's going to be different, so they're going to be sloppier. Whatever
It
the
was
fight.
pro boxing. It was a pro boxing bout.
Yeah, because like
That's the
Yeah,
point.
but you know what I mean.
That's why.
That's
That's
not good fighting YouTubers, so
yeah, I know. But that's not the point.
yeah. Still, they're going to be sloppy, so if he hits you on the back of the head, you know,
No, but you
you just got to take it.
No, you still have the right to complain if he punches you in the back of the head.
Yeah, but that was like a lot, and he just uppercut him in the jaw, and then complained about the fact that he hit him on the back of the head, and he
I know.
hit him on the back of the head.
That's my, don't get me wrong, JJ punched him in the back of the head about 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
Every time JJ punched him and he complained, I'm like, to be fair, you shouldn't punch him in the back of the head. Because JJ complained when Logan punched him in the back of the head. So if he punched him in the back of the head, if he gets punched in the back of the head, he's ever right to complain. But my problem was, not only was he complaining when he didn't get punched in the back of the head, he complained that he got hit here and it was above the belt. And you're like, you're allowed to. If he hits you there, going, oh, this place, yeah, well, no shit.
Yeah.
JJ's obviously going to aim there now because you clearly showed that you're weak there. That's why. Did you not notice as soon as he went like that, JJ just kept going to the body?
Yeah, it was funny though, because as soon as JJ whacked him with a right, that's what JJ said, he whacked him with a right, and then fucking his eyes just went like the fucking like the Slim eyes. So did I went.
Yeah, but with
fuck
fear,
no.
with fear in them.
Yeah, like he was scared that whole time. You could see it in his face. He just ran away from him.
I couldn't blame
Like,
him. Like,
what the fuck?
I couldn't blame him, to be fair.
Yeah,
Like,
so-
see, whenever
Pro
JJ
boxing.
knocked him the first time, he got up and run. I was like, to be fair, I wouldn't have been stupid enough to try and fight JJ the first time. I would have sprinted around the ring. If JJ came to me, I'd be sprinting around the ring. Like, can't catch me, bro.
And the fact that basically if like basically like Pineda and basically went like this was like quite like even fight and like went the distance every even fight. People I respect Pineda and everything, but since like he done just like similar things like Joe Waller done basically like Joe Waller done like was how like Deji was like in like I think like Vinny
Previous
fight
fights?
yeah previously where he had like didn't barely free any punches. Basically, it all was basically just like doing that. Like it was basically like it was someone like Fuzi versus Slim. It was like basically like Fuzi versus Slim basically in like tonight and I was there even if he like got like at least like a good like few like basically like hooks basically a few jabs like done like at least like every like minute or so like yeah that that was like a fair enough thing, but like, but since like he was basically just like basically like a punch, like okay, yeah, he was basically like a punching bag, basically where like basically it's changed.
He's a punching bag on wheels. That's what he was.
No,
like I think he underestimated JJ. I think he thought like, oh, he's a YouTuber, I'm just gonna get in here and out. But actually, no, I don't know if he underestimated JJ or he just does he train? Like, no offense to him, right?
Well,
but
not.
he's 2-5 or 2-4, either one, right?
He was 2-5. Yeah.
Was he 2-5? No, he's 2-6.
2-6, yeah.
Right. He was 2-5. Did he lose because he's just not that good, or did he lose because he clearly doesn't train? Because first off, he wasn't throwing punches, and second off, see, anything I saw in the open workout from a pro boxer was not that good. Yes, he's a low-level pro boxer, but it still shouldn't have been that fucking easy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Pro boxer.
Ben Askren put up more of a fight, and Jake finished him in the first fucking round. Nate Robinson put up more of a fight. Jake flatlined.
Nate Robinson got fucking decked.
Nate Robinson literally fucking sprinted at Jake and then basically hugged him, and he still hit him more times than this guy. I couldn't believe it, like, but
it was weird whenever JJ won. It wasn't like hype of last time. You know what I mean? Whenever he won last time, he got Logan Paul too.
Maybe because
yeah,
like,
but
it
that's
wasn't like this anticipation. It was like everyone knew that JJ was going to win.
Yeah.
After like first like minute or two.
No, but like we all kind of were like, oh, JJ's going to win. We were like, we like even True Jordy said. True Jordy goes, I hope this guy gets in and gives him a little bit of competition. And I literally said, yeah, I hope so. He gives him something. But we all had it like, oh, JJ. Like obviously there's never 100%, but we were all confident JJ was going to win. When he was fighting Logan the second time, I was backing JJ, but then I was also like, but Logan's a big guy. And the thing is, I was like, Logan's a big guy, and JJ's going to come for him, but Logan's a better technical boxer, Logan's a better, like, harder puncher probably, blah, blah, blah. And then JJ beat him. But that's the difference. Like, we didn't know if JJ would win in that fight. First off, I watched this guy's open workouts leading up to the fight. I was like, JJ's beating this guy. I said, see if JJ comes out even the way he did against Logan, he's beating this guy. If he comes out better, he's beating this guy. The only way he will not beat this guy is if he literally does not throw.
Yeah.
If JJ literally threw one punch per round, I think JJ knocked him down like fucking 7 times.
He did. He knocked him back shitloads. And it was just a guy going, no, and complaining about his fucking head.
Like,
you're going to get hit.
Exactly.
Just accept it. There's no getting around it.
No, yeah, he would complain so much.
Yeah.
Like I said, whenever JJ hit him in the back of the head, he had every right to complain because JJ hit him, but there was times JJ wasn't hitting him in the back of the head, and then he was complaining. There's times where JJ was hitting him to the body, and he was complaining that he punched him in the rib, and you're like, it's above the belt for him. Yeah. Anything above the belt aside the back of the head, you can punch. If I want to punch you in your fucking bicep in a boxing match, I will.
Yeah. Like, if I want to punch you right on the nipple and flick it a wee bit.
Yeah. Like, well, do you know what? Say the way he was complaining, it's a good thing he didn't fight the JJ that fought Logan, because he basically, sure, JJ would have basically clotheslined him, because he kept playing in. He wouldn't have been punched in the back of the head, he would have been clotheslined in the back of the head.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no, so that was the final. Obviously, JJ came out.
So, that's true. Also, I was going to say, like, what do you guys think the, like, fight of the night was?
Fight of the night?
Yeah.
In what term?
Well,
because fight of the night, hype-wise, was the Deji fight. Because I was so fucking hyped. Like, I could not sit down. I couldn't sit down for most of them, but whenever like, I think, was it not the Deji one? Like, I literally run across the room and jumped up and down. I was like, finally.
As soon as he connected with his you're like, for the first time, I was like, oh shit. Like, running around.
We were all hyped, and you guys were like, yeah, get him, Deji, get him. Deji literally brushed him like this. I'm like, get him! He didn't even hit Fusi that hard. He just brushed him, and I was getting fucking hyped like this guy was destroying Fusi right now. I was like, fucking get him!
So I would say fight of the night for that would be, like, the whole fight of the night would be the Deji versus Fusi fight. But
for hype?
But for, like, pure, oh my god, holy shit moments. It was definitely the Salt Poppy fight for me.
I don't know.
Because you would not, I did not
That's
know
enough,
he was going to do it in fucking 29 damn seconds and he just knocked the guy motherfucker out.
Yeah.
You know?
See,
that was mad.
I'll say it, fight of the night, hype-wise, was the Deji fight because we were so behind Deji.
Yeah, it was brilliant.
Surprise, like a big surprise was Salt Poppy.
Yeah.
But the most surprise of the night was when Slim finished Temper, because the difference is, right, obviously you weren't as invested in that one.
I know, but that was fucking brilliant.
No, I know, obviously you weren't invested in that one, like you were invested in Salt Poppy, but the way I view it is, Salt Poppy beat the guy. I didn't think he was going to beat him that quick, but the guy he fought wasn't good. Temper and Slim are both good fighters, and Slim made it look easy, and Temper's not a shit fighter, but Slim made it look easy, where Salt Poppy fought the guy. No offense to that guy. He shouldn't have been in the fucking ring.
What was your most...
I respect to him for getting in the ring, but he should not have been in the ring. And then the fight of the night, skill-wise, was Sensei versus Kenny. Fair. Although Kenny was very hesitant, he was showing good range, and I don't think it's the fact that Kenny could not fight. I think it's just the fact that the experience of Sensei was keeping the distance. When he got in close, he was he was throwing more punches than Kenny. He was connecting cleaner. Then at a distance, despite being the smaller guy, he was keeping his distance. Then when Kenny came in to use his jab, Sensei went under and got inside. So skill-wise, that fight of the night, hype-wise, Deji. Surprise-wise was Slim and Temper. I don't think either of the KSI fights were surprising, because even though I got hyped for them, I was expecting KSI to win. I maybe didn't expect KSI to win in the ways he did, but I'm also not surprised. You know what I mean? I didn't expect KSI to win in the way he did, but whenever it happened, I got hyped, and I'm also not surprised in the slightest, because it should have happened. Yeah. It's the way it should have been.
So what was the dullest fight then?
The dullest fight?
Like the one that you were saying, Like, what was the one that you
Swarmz versus KSI's.
Swarmz versus KSI. Oh, I just enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. That did piss me off, though, the way JJ was just taking his time, so I just wanted to see him knock out Swarmz.
Yeah. But I thought it was going to be alright, first round knockout, or was he first round TKO?
I did enjoy it because it was funny, though.
To me, though, it was more entertaining than the second fight, which was the main fight.
Whenever Slim ran, whenever Swarmz ran and then tripped over his own feet and fell to his knees, and I was like, oh my god. He literally ran and fell and almost knocked himself out, and I was like, oh my god.
Hell the fuck yeah.
There's so many surprises, though, because even the Dean the Great fight, I was obviously invested in that one, and I did not expect it to end that quick. I thought it was going to be a good fight, but the Douglas fight, I'll say this, if we're talking technique-wise, the shittest fight technique-wise was the Sam Hyde fight, but it was entertaining for the form of there was no technique. Do you know what I mean? If you're looking technique, it was boring. But say if you're looking for fuck the technique, I just want to see two guys go for it, it was entertaining. Because whenever Sam Hyde and him, because they were just big guys, right? Yeah. And the reason it was entertaining is they were getting in, they were throwing sloppy punches, but they were taking good punches. But it was also the fact that these are big guys, one punch from either of them can just knock the other one out. But they were hitting the big punches and no one was going down.
Yeah, because that's what I thought of it. It's not going to go to TKO. It's going to go to the clinch because everyone's so busy. They're just going to be trading fucking punches to
exactly.
The head. And
one guy was there, he's just spamming the fucking same button, and the other guy was just walking, going you doing a treadmill. Do you know whenever you're doing a treadmill, you're running, you go like that, you shadow box. Yeah. That's basically what Sam Hyde was doing. But god damn, it was a very, very entertaining card. Yeah, and then obviously KSI's, his obviously boxing company, Misfits Boxing and The Zone, are doing 3 more, one in October, which I just found out Jay Swingler's fighting on, so actually I'm really interested in that, and Hasim Rockman Jr., which I'd like to see. He said one in December, I believe, and then JJ's going to fight in January again.
Who's he going to fight? We never said.
Well, that's why he called him multiple people. Sure, he said he wants Slim, he wants Andrew Tate.
Yes.
He said he wants the winner of the Gibb versus Austin McBroom fight, which I've said I don't want to see him fight Gibb because they're friends. I would rather see him fight McBroom. I do want to see Deji fight Bryce Hall next. He called out Tommy Fury. So, I mean, do you know what? See if JJ, to be fair, fought Tommy Fury and beat Tommy Fury, that would be more of a statement to Jake, because that's a guy Jake was supposed to fight multiple times. Although Jake didn't put out, Tommy Fury pulled out multiple times. But if JJ goes, right, you didn't deal with him, I dealt with him. Yeah. That's kind of sending a message to Jake, you didn't get the deal with him, so I did it for you. Let's go. I'm not saying he would easily beat Tommy Fury. I think Tommy Fury would be a hard fight for JJ. But I'm not saying JJ can't win at the same time.
Yeah. Oh, I would say as well, about the whole Andrew Tate thing, that it was fucking epic that he called him out. So I was so hyped for that shit, I went to this guy and I went, yeah! This is the whole thing, right? The whole thing about this shit is, Andrew Tate has openly went online and said that he's willing to fight Jake Paul.
And Logan Paul and JJ.
Oh, right, well, fair enough, because he's already and he's already said a lot of shit about JJ too.
Yeah.
But then if JJ goes on literal TV for thousands upon thousands of people.
Millions,
millions upon millions of fucking people to watch. And he calls out Andrew Tate, and Andrew Tate does nothing. Doesn't prove anything for Andrew Tate except for kind of a bitch. You know what I mean?
Although I'm not saying that that's an easy fight for JJ.
It won't be.
Because Andrew Tate has power and Andrew Tate can fight.
But at least it will be fucking entertaining.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean?
I would love to see JJ knock Andrew Tate out. I'm not saying it would happen, but I would love to see that.
Yeah.
Also, I'm actually wondering to see the pay-per-view guys there for tonight's was. I wonder if
I'd say it's pretty good.
I wonder if it was better than was he any Jake Paul fights.
Oh, I definitely say.
Yeah.
What JJ said, and it was true. Obviously, you have to pay for the zone. I already pay for the zone anyway, so it doesn't matter. Then the fight was, I think, $11.99 for the whole event. Jake was going to charge $60 to fight. Was it Hakeem Rockman Jr.?
Yeah.
He was going to charge $60 to fight Hakeem Rockman Jr. And yeah, I wanted to see that fight, but I was not paying $60 for it. Like, I was just either going to fucking find a live stream or wait till the next day and fucking find the highlights. I was not paying for that goddamn fight. Where this, JJ's like, we're giving you all this. Like, this was the best YouTube boxing event by far, in my opinion. I don't think any of them compare. Because not only was it full of surprises, it was full of knockouts, it was full of some surprising talent. And it was full of good fights, hype and all that, and even the build-up, and it was cheap. You got a bunch of top creators. A lot of them showed actual skill. A lot of them actually knocked their opponent out. A lot of them showed, just surprised us. And we all got it for fucking cheap. And also the build-up, like I said, everything else was free. We got the weigh-ins, we got the press conferences, we got the face-offs, everything. And it was all hyped leading up to this. And then Jay just goes, oh yeah, by the way, there's another one in October. He basically goes, oh by the way, see, not next month, but the next month, there's another one.
By January.
Yeah, but then there's the one in December, and then Jay just fight in January again, so it's like...
It's going to be fun as fuck for the next couple of months.
It is.
That's true.
Make sure boxing's back, baby.
Also, I actually really want to see Dr. Mike fight again.
Same.
Yeah,
I'd like to see Dr. Mike fight again.
Yeah.
I don't know who I want him to fight, though.
Dr. Mike.
I actually would... You know who I'd like to see him fight? I would like to see Dr. Mike fight Logan. I think that would be a good fight, because Dr. Mike is good technique-wise. I would like to see him fight Logan. Because they're both built. They both have good technique. I'd say Dr. Mike is better than Logan for the fact of he will try to finish you. But Logan is a good boxer, and I'd like to see that. But then Logan probably won't do it, because Logan's on his WWE shit now, and it's working. He's fucking impressive in WWE. I don't know if you saw it. But he fucking faced him he did backflips and shit, 5-star front spots off the turnbuckle through the table. He's doing his WWE thing, and that's where Logan belongs. Yeah. But I would like to see them two fight. That would be an interesting fight.
Do you know what I would love to see fight? And they're more in the political section of YouTube, because they're not they're like YouTubers, like Keemstar and fucking KSI and everything. Rapsion, right? We watched them before.
Yeah.
Versus Onision. Damn.
I would just like to see anybody beat up Onision.
Hell yeah, Chris Hansen. No, anyone can beat up Onision,
Yeah.
But I would love to see Rapsion.
So who can beat up Onision?
Hell yeah.
Onision.
We call you out, bro.
No, you're watching this.
But because Rapsion's had over a 10-year beef with Onision, and Onision fucking DMCA'd him and fucking taken him to court and everything like that, and he was wearing a fucking bulletproof vest in court, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, you should just box each other, because it'd be fucking epic.
For sure.
I would get enjoyment out of seeing Rapsion absolutely beat the shit out of his face.
Don't know if that would happen, but
I think it would.
Either way,
I think Rapsion's epic.
There is a lot of good fights to be made, and hopefully they can be made on the upcoming cards.
Yeah.
But overall, the event, we all enjoyed it.
Yeah. Yes.
We all thought it was a very good card. Like I said, cheap again. Very well done.
Fantastic.
Very well put together as well. That's one thing you have to give to JJ as manager, and obviously Misfits Boxing, which is Misfits Boxing, which is them.
Yeah.
There's been Jake Paul events which have not been held properly, the fucking the TikTok versus YouTube boxing event, the Ultimate Room event. Entertaining. No one got fucking paid. The Jake Paul events, they were put together, but there was a lot of shit went wrong. The Deji versus Alex Salvi fight, a fan got into the fucking ring, and some things went wrong. Nothing went wrong on this. Not a single thing went wrong. Everything was professional, everything was well put together, and everything went according to plan. There was not a single thing went wrong.
There was no delays, there was no basically fans getting in the ring, or the security was up, basically stepped up their game and everything from like other
Yeah.
other busy events and like how like YouTube boxing and film boxing.
Yeah.
And the stream didn't cut out.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah,
The
that's
stream
true.
didn't cut out.
That's because it was on the Zoom.
Yeah, I know, but you know, usually you find if it's like being live streamed or something across TV, it usually cuts out. Like even fucking Big Brother on Channel 4 a couple of years ago, that used to cut out all the fun time whenever it was live. I mean, that's fucking Channel 4.
I mean, sure, it almost cut out just before the main event.
It did, yeah.
And I was like, don't you do this now.
Is it buffer a wee bit, but
Yeah.
then cut out.
But yeah, so we all enjoyed it. It was a very good fight, a very good fighting card, and I definitely want to see more.
yeah.
So that was our opinions on it. We thought that we would record a quick podcast and tell you all about our opinions of the fights and shit. But yeah, let us know in the comments below what y'all thought of the fights below. What surprised you the most? What did you think was fight of the night, skill-wise, hype-wise, all of that? What was your favourite fight? What did you think was the best fight? Are you disappointed? Are you happy with it? Are you looking forward to the next events? Let us know in the comments below. But yeah, as always, hope you all have an amazing day. Obviously, shout out to Sohail for coming on this podcast with me and Shay. Obviously, Shay being the co-host, of course, as always. Like I always say, think positive, test negative, have an amazing day, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. So, peace.
Peace.